Hi guys! Pardon the appearance, it's actually currently like 11:15 now p.m. I've been wanting to do this ever since the new year started and I just haven't had the chance to do it yet, so what better time than 11:15 on a Wednesday night, right? If you're a frequent watcher, you may have seen this vision board in a few of my videos. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I thought it'd be cool to do like a little review of like what I've accomplished so far and what I liked about it, how my life is looking now, and what might be different. So this board was definitely more focused around my art, traveling, and just some kind of basic self-improvement stuff, especially just the stuff that I was dealing with at the time. Over here involves a lot more of my art and just career stuff in general. I have like a camera here, and then I have a lot of stuff about being an artist, like being my own boss and small business stuff. Up here just kind of involves a lot of positive quotes and motivational and inspirational things. This is actually probably my favorite part of the board because this word search is meant to kind of reflect how you're feeling in the moment. Whatever words you find on the word search first is kind of a reflection of what you're feeling or what you need or what's going on in the moment, if that makes sense. I thought that that one was really cool. And then down here is mainly focused more on travel and kind of self-improvement stuff. I've definitely gotten a lot of opportunities to travel, especially this year, and I've definitely traveled or at least made a few small trips last year, which was really amazing, and I really hope to keep that going this year. And then I also have little reminders and some self-improvement stuff like trusting my gut, following and understanding my intuition more, going after my dreams, and kind of just things of that sort. So I'm definitely going to keep this vision board as big inspiration with how I kind of want this one to look, and even with what some of my goals are going to be this year. I definitely think I've made a great start into that whole small business artist manifestation. I actually got my mural opportunity a few weeks after I created this board actually, which was really incredible. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily accomplished. Still gonna keep manifesting it, but I'm definitely very glad that that's at least kind of made a little bit of a start. And then a lot of the quotes and stuff that are on that board I just like looking at for inspiration and just as a little reminder. So now I can show you some of the stuff that I got for this new board. I made a little trip to Barnes & Noble and the dollar store and King Soopers to get the poster board and a few of the Sharpies that I'll be using. And I actually think I'm gonna get some of the stickers that I still have from my last board to use on this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I just realized that one of the new sticker packs that I got is actually the same as one of the old ones that I had previously. So I have a couple of the same stickers, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So to start off, I got some of these stickers just about hope and keeping on going, keeping on going. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But these are just a lot about not losing hope, which I think is super cute. And then this is the sticker pack that I was talking about that have the same stickers. And then I got these Dreamcatcher stickers. Dreamcatchers have really been showing up a lot in my life. They were very relevant and common when I was a kid, and they haven't shown up too much since until recently. I'm really glad they're starting to show it back in my life, so I figured because of that, especially since I saw a sticker pack like this, which I did not see last time I was getting stickers, I thought I'd get them. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them quite yet, but we're gonna see how everything lays out. And then I got these home stickers. I definitely liked some of these home stickers that I think I'll use just to manifest a better living environment, because the apartment that we currently live in isn't really the best space, and we've definitely had some issues with it. It'd be a good little thing just to keep as a reminder for a nice little space in the future. And then these are some stickers that I actually already had, but I just really love them. It's just these little butterfly stickers that I think are super cute. Butterflies have shown up in my life in some pretty magnificent ways, and these stickers were super cute. Oh, whoops. These stickers were super cute though. They're kind of 3D butterflies, and the butterflies are gorgeous. As far as magazines go, I got this Mantra Wellness magazine. This magazine's actually really cool because it has a lot of cool like background things, or things that I can put behind like certain quotes and stuff. And it's got some really cool and fun and super cute quotes that I can use. This is actually kind of a cute one. It says, "People are afraid to say stuff, but I'm not. That's why I have 3 friends." But yeah, this one was just really cute. I actually got a previous issue of this magazine to use for my last vision board, and I fell in love with it. It's honestly a great one to use for vision boards, and this was also the last one on the shelf. And this one also has a crossword, so now I can put a new crossword on my vision board and get some new words this time. I'm excited for that. And then one that's kind of similar to that I got is this gratitude journal. This one just also has some like really cool like writing spaces and like fun pages and fun quotes in it. And I definitely think that I can do a lot with this one. The last magazine that I got is this International Artist one. There were actually a lot of really awesome and inspiring art pieces that I saw in this that I think I might cut out and put on my vision board just as inspiration. There were also a couple of landscapes that I saw somewhere that really appealed to me as well. I want to figure out a good way to be able to show you guys what I'm doing, but unfortunately I don't have one of the pieces that goes to my tripod right now, so I'm currently stacking my camera on a couple of boxes. I'm really improvising right now. I might just kind of angle the camera down occasionally and show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so to start out, I think I'm gonna use some of these really fun looking quote pages in the Mantra magazine to use as a background. Wow, some of these are really good in this one. I don't know if I want to use these pages as like a background for one section of my board, or if I want to use some of these as a background. Honestly, I could just use both. This is such a big board. This is the size of my board, by the way. And this is a magazine for reference. So it's pretty big. I definitely have a lot of space to use up. I think I'm just gonna use both, because why not? Also, sorry if I end up talking kind of quiet occasionally. I'm trying to balance my volume because one of my roommates is actually taking an early flight tomorrow morning, so I don't want to be too loud or anything, but I also want to be loud enough so that you guys can hear me. So I really hope I'm succeeding at these. I know I could totally use my mic, but the only thing with that is it's kind of big and bulky, and I kind of just want room to be able to do what I need to do, and also I would need to connect it to my computer, so it'd just be a whole lot of stuff. So I'm just kind of hoping the audio works out in this. Okay, let's see if I can cut out this page as precisely as possible. What are any of your guys' goals and aspirations for the year? If any of you guys have any, I would love to hear it, so please feel free to leave it down in the comments. Some of my big ones this year I believe would be obviously the whole living situation, and then obviously taking off in my little businesses that I have going. I'm actually gonna go grab a Q-tip for this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Like I said, I think it would be kind of manifesting more of the stuff that I'm trying to accomplish on the business and work side of things, and of course a good and beautiful living situation and environment. My current living situation right now is great. I love being with my 2 roommates. but it's just the environment. I did a little story time actually about one of the experiences that I've had at this apartment. Nothing really bad has happened, just very interesting things here all the time. My last story time was actually about, well, it wasn't really a story time, it was kind of just a whole little vlog, and then I just added that little part in there. But it was about this like little fight that a couple of parents to some middle school kids had at like the bus stop, and how interesting that was to witness at like 7 in the morning. But there have been so much more that has happened here. I could get into it, but that could take days. Okay, sorry if the camera's at a little bit of a different angle. I ended up running out of card memory, so I had to take care of that. But we're back. But anyways, I guess I could tell another little previous story time, or kind of just the gist of what happens here. On the bright side though, something really good and exciting that has happened lately is I actually just recently went out to Florida and Georgia to see some of my family, which was super fun. I don't know if any of you guys saw my little short story that I posted, but I kind of briefly went into the situation that I had with my flight from Denver to my destination, and it was definitely a very interesting experience for sure. Basically what happened was my dad and I had a flight scheduled for 9 in the morning, so I got up at like 6 and we left at about 6:30 so that we can get there at like 7. Of course, the DIA airport, if any of you guys have been in the DIA airport, it is absolutely crazy. It is not the same as a lot of the smaller airports. It's kind of a zoo sometimes. It does take a lot longer to get through like security and find your gate and get settled. We definitely wanted to make sure we were there like extra early. So as soon as we got there, we got to security, and actually getting through security was not too bad. The line was really long, but it only took us about 30 minutes because luckily at this point security is just used to getting people through very fast. Man, I'm having such bad luck with ripping these magazine pages out. I'm ripping them so bad. But once we got there, we pretty much got settled. We had like an hour and a half to spare. We took some pictures and sat and rested, and then we got a notification that our flight was delayed then until 11:15. You know, that wasn't an issue at all. We were kind of just like, okay, that's fine. We'll go get something to drink, get something to eat. We sat down for a little bit and I edited some pictures and kind of just relaxed. And then when we had about like half an hour until our expected time to board, then at that point we got another notification that our flight was then delayed until 2:15. So by then we were trying to decide whether or not we wanted to stay at the airport or if we wanted to leave for a little bit and come back, but we figured it would just be a lot to have to get through security again, and the way our stuff was packed, we kind of had to move some stuff around to make everything work. So we just didn't want to do that again. We decided to stay. As all this was happening, I only got 4 hours of sleep the night before because sometimes traveling can just make me anxious, and I was also kind of just thinking that I would just sleep on the plane because that's usually what ends up happening, especially when it's that early of a flight. So I was running on like 4 hours of sleep, so I was super tired. So in order to kill time, my dad and I actually decided to explore a lot of the terminals. So we literally walked from one side of the terminal to the other, and we actually found like there were places in there that I did not know ever existed. It was really cool to see some of the stuff. But we pretty much sat for a little bit, took some more pictures, took some video footage that I can actually put here because I don't really have anywhere to put it right now or to show it, but it was actually pretty cool, some of the stuff that we got. But we finally like rested a little bit and we decided to go get some lunch, and we flew with United and they actually gave us food vouchers, which was so amazing. We actually got those pretty much right when we sat down to eat. I wanted to get some coffee. I honestly didn't really get coffee. I just kind of got a like slightly kind of caffeinated sugary drink because I honestly don't really, not that I don't like coffee, I like coffee, but I've just had not the best experiences on it. I just don't really drink it that often, but sometimes I can drink it and it feels great. But when I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, my body is already overwhelmed, especially when I'm about to take a flight and not in an airport, so figured that's probably not the best idea. So I just got like a slightly caffeinated sugary drink just to kind of wake me up a little bit. And it actually did. It woke me up pretty well, but it was a lot to even find a place to get it. We probably searched about 2 or 3 cafes and bars before we could find a place. I know that I could have easily gone to like Caribou Coffee. I honestly kind of wanted to find a place that was a little more uncommon to just find, and also just a place that we could sit and relax. Wanted to kind of try something new, and honestly the drink that I got was amazing. They made it really good and I'm actually really glad I did that. It was definitely very worth it. We actually found a Voodoo Donuts too, so we wanted to sit somewhere and eat our donuts as well, but the cafe or the coffee shop that we ended up going to didn't even have a place to sit, so we actually ended up just going onto the balcony on one of the sides of the terminal and eat our donuts there, so it actually ended up working out pretty great. Honestly, as sucky as the situation sounds, it was actually a lot of fun, and I think we actually kind of really enjoyed our time. But by the time we were almost done with our donuts, we actually went back to our gate and boarded and made it to Florida just fine. So I'm honestly kind of glad for that experience. That was actually pretty cool. Kind of sucked, but also was pretty cool. Okay, so here's a little board update so far. I finally put up all of the little quote pages as the backgrounds, which actually look really cool. And then I put some washi tape around it because honestly it makes it look a little more organized. And I ended up ripping quite a few pages, so I feel like the washi tape kind of brings it all together. And then I put the little crossword puzzle on there again, which is awesome. I'm really happy about that. I did find a few quotes in my first magazine to put on my board. So far I have this one. It says, "And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom," which I think that's super cute because I'm definitely trying to get a little more out of my comfort zone in my career and honestly just in a lot of things in life. And I've noticed that honestly sometimes staying stagnant has been so much more hurtful and stunting on my growth than kind of getting outside the guidelines a little bit and finally breaking out of my shell and exploring new things. And then I also have this one which says, "Let's forget the pieces of baggage of the past and make a new beginning." I feel like that's perfect since it's literally the new year, and obviously every year we all want to start with a clean slate. As far as some of the things that might hold me back in my past, I definitely want to let go of and just start fresh. And then I have this one, which is just do it for yourself. I'm kind of honestly wanting to put this in the middle because I feel like that might be the big theme. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing right now, I kind of want to remember that from the beginning of it all, I'm doing it for myself. And then of course I had to cut out this one. It's the "people are afraid to say stuff, but I'm not. That's why I have 3 friends" quote. I feel like this one was such a good one because although I have an amazing group of people in my life, I think this really speaks more about being honest and truthful and not being afraid to speak your truth. And I haven't really looked through the gratitude journal much, but there are definitely some things that called out to me in here that I want to cut out. Like this page, this is super cute. I love that quote. If you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain by Dolly Parton. I might try to see if I can incorporate that somewhere in here, but honestly, it's already kind of filling up quick. Honestly, I was about to get a bigger poster board and then I was like,
no, I don't think I'll need one. Like, this one was kind of hard to fill up with everything.
And then now that I'm thinking about it, I could have totally benefited from a bigger poster board. Okay, so I think I found a couple in the gratitude journal that I really want to add. The first one is this: deepen your resilience. And then I also really like this one, which basically says there's nothing more remarkable than being witness to someone who has discovered how important they really are. And I feel like that one kind of just says it by itself. Also, if you guys are wondering why I'm using a Q-tip to glue everything on, my glue cap is actually really clogged. It's like clogged and dried, so I haven't been able to fix it, so I'm just applying everything with a Q-tip and it's actually working pretty well. Okay, I think it's done. I went in and added some little drawings and a few little extra quotes that I wrote out myself. My drawings aren't really the best, so please don't judge, but I wrote expand your brand because I'm really hoping to expand my brand in the art community and of course in YouTube as well, so I drew a little YouTube play button, and then of course I wrote great artist again, and then down here by the little home section I put travel because that's something I'm wanting to achieve again this year. I don't know if you saw too, but I added my little dream catcher right here just by the deepen your resilience and by a couple of other quotes just because I feel like the dream catcher kind of represents my intuition in a way. I feel like this one wasn't based in like different sections like my last one was. This one's kind of just an all-over idea, which honestly is very fitting. I feel like my last one was very much more focused on organizing what aspects of my life I wanted to grow in, and this one is kind of just a continuation of that and just a reminder to keep going. Here it is, and it looks absolutely amazing. It looks really good right there. And here's a better and closer up look at it. As far as this one goes, I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna put it quite yet. But other than that, guys, I think that's it. I think that concludes the video for right now. I don't really know how long this video is gonna be. It could be pretty long. I apologize if it is, but I really hope it was entertaining regardless. And I hope maybe if you were doing a vision board that we could make a cool vision board together and get some new inspiration and goals for this next year. Like I said, definitely share some of your goals and resolutions down in the comments. I would love to hear and see them. I hope you are having a great day, night, evening, morning, hour, whatever it may be. And I hope I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.